Hello, everybody, and welcome to.
Come Game Movie Show.
And you can't see us. We're invisible today. We're gone. We're in the nether realm.
We're actually doing a legit podcast.
Yes, we are.
If this goes well, we might start doing it like this all the time.
We might. So anyway, we're just gonna probably put up a thumbnail, a really cool thumbnail. Well, Mark's gonna do it anyway.
I don't want to clickbait people.
Graphic design is my passion.
Well, Mark, don't make. All right, then, Mark, don't make it too clickbaity.
But maybe,
But clickbait is what we need.
well, yeah, sort of.
There's a fine line between clickbait and
I mean,
something else.
I mean, one of my friends.
Well, maybe the clickbait of this one could be Seth has problems with Game of Thrones.
No, let's not get into that just yet.
One of my friends, he put up a most clickbait title of all time. You know what it was?
No.
PewDiePie versus Trump, and it's in parentheses, totally not clickbait.
All right, I wanted to start this thing we're gonna start doing whenever we have a guest on. Well, I might have a guest on next week, so I wanted to start this damn thing. Since we're the Comic Gamer Movie Show, we each tell to the mic what is our favorite game, comic book character, and movie.
All right.
Game, comic book character, and movie.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sean, want to go first?
Okay, my favorite video game of all time is a tough one, but I
think I know what it is.
I'd probably land on man, I played some really good games. Fallout New Vegas.
Oh wow!
Fallout New
I was
Vegas.
thinking Resident Evil 4, but okay.
Resident Evil 4 it is, but I've gone back and forth. Fallout New Vegas is my favorite game because the only problem with Fallout New Vegas is the whole not being able to continue thing. But other than that,
That game's pretty damn good.
Everyone loves that one. Almost, I think they like that one more than 4.
Oh yeah, a lot of people do. I mean, I enjoyed it more than 4, but yeah, New Vegas. My favorite movie is The Avengers. You guys have heard me go on about that.
He loves Avengers.
My favorite-
is literally his bread and butter.
And my favorite comic book character is Wolverine. So yeah.
All right. I'm Seth Archibald. My favorite.
Dude, they've been listening to these videos long enough to know your
My
voice. If they're watching this, they know what your voice sounds like.
We're in like an AA meeting.
Hi, Seth. So what's your drink of choice?
What's his drink of choice? All of them.
Not true.
How many do you have?
So, game comic.
Well, we're a comic game and movie show.
So comic book character.
Video, your favorite game and favorite movie.
My favorite comic book character. I had to change your heart a little bit. It was Green Lantern, but then I started reading some of my old favorites, and I will have to admit my favorite comic book character is Hellboy.
Okay.
Is a Dark Horse comic character. He's I just love him to death. He's kind of a weird mix between if Cap and Wolverine had a baby. Basically, that's the best way I could describe him.
A big red baby.
A big red baby with a tail.
Where'd the red come from in that solution?
I'm just saying, is this like the two characters? That's the best way to describe him. There's a few more. He's also a lot like Spawn in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
But Spawn's another one of my favorite. My favorite game. Oh God. This is a tough one. I played a lot of games, old and new.
It's more games than both of us, and we play a lot of goddamn games.
I've played a lot of games, old and new. So I'm gonna have to go with. Fuck me.
Come on, man.
It's hard. There's so many of them.
It took me like 2 minutes to think about it.
I know.
It's like this all the time, people. Like everywhere we go, man.
It's hard. It really is.
We literally did a top 5 video games a long time ago.
I don't remember that.
I do. You gotta refresh your memory.
Yes.
Pick a damn game.
Oh, that's so many.
Okay, you want to skip past and pick a movie then?
No. Damn, this is gonna kill me later. But my favorite game of all time has to be.
Come on.
I would think with you it would be Zelda.
No, it's actually not.
Fallout something?
No. Well, no. Fallout's up there. It really is. Fallout's up there, but no, not even. No, actually, not even Doom.
Maybe the early Halo.
Well, damn, you've been sitting here for like. Come on.
It's a podcast.
I know, but you've been sitting here thinking
I'm
about this.
trying.
Say a game you really enjoy. How's that?
Game it's just so. I'm gonna skip the movie. I'm gonna come back to that. But
Oh my god.
my favorite movie of all time is actually The Matrix.
Well, that I knew.
The Matrix. Well, it's kind of a mix match between The Matrix and The Dark Knight. Well, favorite comic book movie is The Dark Knight, but this favorite movie overall is The Matrix. I love that movie to death.
So, do you got an idea? Want me to just go to Mark and come back to you with your favorite
My favorite game.
game?
No. My favorite game of all time has to be Red Dead Redemption, the first one. That
Okay.
game.
That
game's awesome.
It's a respectable choice right there.
I mean, I didn't want to go retro because because they're gonna be people like, I don't even never even heard of that game. I just didn't want to hear it.
It's a respectable choice.
It could be Final Fantasy X.
Hey, man.
Final Fan-
Know what you feel like, man.
That's
A lot of
true.
people
I
love
mean,
Final Fantasy.
It's not 7 because I know everyone shits over 7, but I'm just like, you know what?
Everyone
10
loves
was fucking
7.
awesome too.
Everyone loves 7. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, I know everyone loves 7, but it's just like, I love 10 a little bit more than I did 7, but whatever. I know I'm going to get shit on for that, but.
Hey,
Alright, Mark.
Favorite. How do I start? Favorite,
Comic, gamer,
movie.
Favorite
comic-
comic character first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Wolverine, same as Deshaun. Favorite game? I'm gonna have to say fun I've ever had on a game was back in Halo 3. Halo 3 was probably the funnest of all the Halos.
Alright.
I mean, I've been playing custom games with your friends. It was always a shit ton of fun.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite movie?
Comic book movie?
Well, it's not. It doesn't have to be.
It
comic
doesn't
book.
have to be.
It doesn't have to be comic book.
I didn't
movie.
pick one.
I just said movie, whether it's just a comic game or movie show. So I mean, it could be any kind of movie.
My favorite. That's a hard one. My favorite movie.
There's so many classics, man. I have Ghostbusters, first Jurassic
Hey, man.
Park.
Hey,
Like,
man.
I
I mean,
just
I
couldn't.
love the first Jurassic Park, but if I want to say a movie that, I mean, because I could say a movie I like now, but a movie that I've always liked, and that I'm probably gonna get shit for this, because it does still kind of hold a place in my heart in terms of nostalgia purposes.
I swear to God, if you say Space Jam, I'll
Space
stab
Jam.
you in the face.
He just said
Four.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
You know what? That is your prerogative.
That's a good movie.
No, it's not. It's a nostalgic movie.
I know, I like
It's
it.
like Labyrinth or something.
You can't tell me you don't get excited every time you hear everybody get up, it's time to slam now.
Oh, that was a good song in the 90s. No. When's the last time you seen Space Jam?
It's been a while.
Exactly.
But if
I guarantee you see it now, you might change your tune.
But if I was to say my favorite now, or my favorite that's not Space Jam, I'd probably say Jurassic Park probably.
Jurassic Park? That's a good choice.
Good choice.
I like
All right, so this is how we're going to start off. Usually, it's going to be a mix between we have points we have to talk about or we want to talk about, mix a little bit of randomness here and there. So I actually want to start because I found this news very, very strange. I heard through the grapevine called the internet
That's a great line right there.
that Cowboy Bebop, in me and Deshaun's opinion, best anime ever made, is getting a live-action TV adaptation.
That can either go two ways. That can either go... It can either go... Look, I haven't seen the Death Note. By the way, we could probably talk about that.
We could probably talk
That
about
Death Note trailer. Have you guys seen the Death Note
I have
trailer?
seen it,
What did you think about
and
it?
I thought it was fascinating, but there were some things that I was like, oh.
Like, I don't know.
There's a couple things in there I was like, oh.
Black
no.
L still throws me off.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I guess.
As long as it captures the character.
I know,
it's
like-
not, hey, anything but Zach fucking Efron.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying,
Anything but him.
like, I'm not trying to sound like that's a problem, but I'm just saying it's a little weird when you know the character in the anime, when you know see this.
Well,
character,
it's
like,
I
it's
mean,
weird.
Light in the anime was from Japan, but they didn't really draw him as Japanese, so that was kind of weird.
They never drew anyone in... Well, they drew a couple of characters like Japanese, but he did not look Japanese
But
at all.
he was from Japan, which is really weird. Well, then there was that. Then there was the Full Metal movie with the fucking Japanese kid with blonde hair and blue contact eyes. I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
So
That's like Jessica Alba in the first
Oh, yeah,
Fantastic
everyone
Four. No,
made
in
fun of
Fantastic
that. They're like,
Four.
she's not even...
She's not even white.
I mean, if you're gonna... What are you doing here? Like, make up your mind where you're gonna go. But anyways, back to Cowboy Bebop being made into a show. I'm not sure. Like, look, it can be done because the show itself is so grounded. Granted, it's in the future.
It's simplistic.
It's grounded. It's in the future, but the show is so grounded and it's inspired by the right kind of things, like noir.
You can't go over the-
detective work.
It's
Jazz.
it's an
Jazz.
anime.
Very. It's also, guys, if you haven't seen it, for those of you who've never seen it, it's a very gray anime.
It's a very brutally honest anime. Like,
Very
it doesn't
brutally
really
honest.
sugarcoat anything. You're like, yeah, you know.
Like, for
You
example,
die.
I'm going to spoil one thing in the entire anime. It's not the anime. It's this one. Basically, give you an example how it is. There is an episode. It's actually. I'm actually going to say what episode it is. So
Okay.
it's going to be random, however you find it. But there's an episode where that Spike the main character comes
Yeah.
across a woman who looks pregnant. Turns out she's not pregnant. She's carrying drugs for this one fucked up boyfriend who is a drug addict, and you can see it on his face. It's just he's gnarly looking, crazy. But then they both die. It's like I said, it is a
And
very.
he tried to save her too.
He tried-
She both died, and like,
And she still had that notion of like maybe, like who knows? It's a very brutally honest anime. Very brutally
I actually
honest.
did like that too, because that's how the anime. If they could keep the brutally honestness of it, they're not sugarcoating anything.
The noir, the jazz.
noir, the jazz. It works like a classic, like that. So maybe they can do it. I'm not sure.
And it's not a crime flick, guy. I mean, these guys aren't cops.
They're bounty.
Yeah, I mean, like when we say noir, it has that classic noir feel to it. Like, they're not cops.
I just fear that they're not going to be able to capture the. They're going to try to modernize it or whatnot, and like take away that music because the jazz music and whatnot.
Or
is
take away
so-
the smoking.
It's so important. That's a thing.
The smoking thing, guys, to us is not so much the smoking.
That's a
It's-
classic harken back. If you've ever seen one of those old classic movies with a detective, they're always smoking. Everyone's smoking in those movies. If you've ever seen one of those, because it used to be cool back then. It used to be the thing to do.
and in Cowboy Bebop, they captured that.
They captured it. They captured. They had this bit of like cool noirish to it. So
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like classic Hollywood.
I just don't know about the. I don't know who they can get to be the cast, but maybe they'll surprise us. I mean,
Who know? And that we don't even know if it's fact or fake or not. So we honestly don't know.
it's something that hasn't been touched in a long time. So maybe who knows? Like I
Which
said,
didn't you tell me about some animated series that's getting HBO adaptation?
No. Watchmen.
Watchmen. Oh,
Watchmen is getting an HBO.
yeah. That's gonna be
adaptation.
weird.
So yeah, Watchmen's gonna need an HBO.
It's HBO,
adaptation,
so they could pretty much go nuts with
We
it.
don't know how that's gonna go. It might go well. It might not. I mean, I just want to see Warshak.
War.
I just want to see Dr. Manhattan killing them.
And his big blue
If you don't hear from Seth after this,
I'm just fucking with them. But
Dr.
I love. Well,
Blue
I hope
Dong.
they. I really blue dong
Dong,
dong
dong,
dong.
just walking around naked.
Hey, he's a god. He doesn't
Watchmen.
care.
You
But-
never saw Watchmen? Anyways,
I still question his taste in movies sometimes.
As do I with you.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past that part. But anyway,
it begins.
but it's one of those things. It's just like I hope they can. The only thing I hope is that they capture the feel of the graphic novels and the movie too, because the movie was really just what the hell.
Well, the movie, one of the biggest criticisms about the movie was that it outright, legitly took the graphic novel off the pages and put, I'll give it this. Watchmen, to me, outside of maybe, Spider-Man and Deadpool kind of did the same thing where they kind of captured the character, but this, Watchmen is a shot by shot, dude was sitting here reading a book while he was like, cut, hold up. Alright, now we're doing this scene. That is how
I mean, be
shot
honest though,
by shot,
I'll
dude.
argue the fact that that's all that there is though. See, at least with Batman, Captain America, and Iron Man, there's multiple comics, multiple different of them. With Watchmen, it's just that
I thought
that
there were
series of graphic
spin-offs.
novels.
I thought there were spin-offs in Watchmen. You sure?
I don't think so.
Because they're making a show. I mean, unless it's a one-off.
No,
show,
they're gonna probably do it
document-
book by book. They're probably because they might do it that way. They might do it book by book. But I like Watchmen for how great it was. It was a very great movie.
The only actual legit hero was Night Owl. I think really
because even he though he had some brutal tendencies.
he had
some
brutal tendencies, but he was the only hero
white
who was
knight, I guess
he
you could
didn't
say.
kill anyone. He didn't he'd break bones, but he didn't kill anyone, and he thought he was doing the right things. He just happens to hang around some pretty
freaking Silk
shady
Spectre
people.
was hanging around with Manhattan for reasons that
Manhattan, aka Jesus.
yeah.
You might
And
as
then
well
there's
be
our
God.
then there's the dark. Then the darkest character, the comedian.
Oh, the comedian. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Talk about
That's the real joke.
dude, that guy.
Yeah,
oh
how-
my god.
Yeah, there's
Like,
a scene in the movie, guys. This is a little tiny spoiler. There's a
Dude,
scene in the movie where
he's dark as hell.
there's what was it, a police protest, something like that. There's a protest.
yeah, it's a protest.
Or
It
riot,
was
something
I
like that.
think it was in the 70s or something, like that peace and love and whatever,
Well,
bunch of
no,
hippies.
A bunch of hippies, or no, I think it was the 80s.
80s,
Remember?
yeah, it was a
No,
bunch of
because
hippies.
some of the way that they were
Dirty hippies.
dressed.
Oh, Reagan, who
Dirty
was,
hippies.
Nixon was still president, so
Yes,
when
it
was
was
his
Nixon.
presidency?
Well,
Yeah.
Nixon ran for 3-4 times. That was a big. That's the big joke of that's like, oh, Nixon running 3 times, bullshit. But
Didn't make it past once.
no, that's the joke. But it's just But no, there's a literal scene, guys, where he's just sitting on there. He's like, go home before you get hurt. A guy throws a can at him, hits him in the head. You ask for it, he jumps down, and he literally straight cold cocks a woman right in the face, just boom,
Equality.
Yeah, and then he shot a guy in the chest
with a tear gas canister.
With the canister, not the.
He didn't shoot the canister at his feet and let the gas do the work. He
shot
shot
him
him with the
yeah, he
canister.
shot him with
Boom.
the
I was like,
canister.
he gives no shits.
That's badass.
I mean, that
Well-
he shot a pregnant woman in Vietnam carrying his child.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's
And he did it because she cut his face.
Jesus.
And he looked Manhattan in the face.
and he almost rapes the first suspector.
Jesus.
The comedian is a very. And he killed Kennedy. But
And he killed Kennedy.
the comedian is a very.
When did it stop?
It's not that bad. Well, it's that bad.
Because he has this weird thing. This is philosophical thing with him in his life.
Everything's a joke.
Everything's
a joke.
It's all a joke. I mean, that's a joke. You're a joke. This freaking room's like everything.
That's why
is
he's
just-
called the comedian.
That's why he's called the comedian.
He's not a funny guy. He's not like, say, Deadpool, where he makes you
No,
laugh.
he sees the funny
And everything
in
else.
Everything else. Yeah.
He sees everything's funny. Like I'm like when he cold cocked that woman, that was a joke. Everything's a joke to him.
That's why his calling his badge is a smiley face. It's kind of a Walmart smiley face. That's his badge. That's his. I love that though. The smiley face with the blood drop on it. Like
Yeah.
that's an iconic thing in comics. But yeah, hopefully the show does well.
I hopefully it just captures the gray of that show.
I'm gonna
because,
wait and see who they cast, and
Like I said, the only White Knight was White Owl, but even then he was
You mean
pretty
Night
brutal.
Owl?
I mean, he could be brutal at times, but
Yeah.
other than that, well,
He
then
looked like
Rorschach
a
is
nerd.
black and white as fuck.
Rorschach is a boss.
Yeah,
War.
He's a
Rorschach
boss.
is a boss.
Like he will. Like I mean, yeah, he's bad.
I mean, he's black and white. He is.
He's pretty black and white. But
I just love his introduction. It was like, yeah, men go to jail, dogs get put down, as he was butchering a man with a butcher knife.
To be
Jesus.
fair, Mark, before you judge him, that man fed a little girl to his dogs,
Probably most likely raped her too.
I'd
That's
kill
hinted.
him.
and that's what he did.
That's what he did.
He butchered him.
And that jail scene where he's like, "You're not I'm not locked near
Oh
you.
yeah.
You're locked in here with
Watch
me."
Mojo came out with like a top 10 like badass lines in comic book movies, and that line was number 1 when he was in prison with all these people he put there, and they're all just like, "Yeah, we're gonna kill you," and he's like, "You don't seem to understand. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me." And that's just like, well,
After he just dipped a guy's head in hot grease.
he does not play.
He does not play one bit.
I gotta see who they cast as him, because the guy who played him, I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember his name.
But
He
was-
played good
did
Rorschach.
Great. So like, I hope.
Who knows? He might come back, but he's a little old now.
He tried. You know what? He tried to play Freddy Krueger too.
Didn't work, did it?
Didn't work out for him.
Didn't work out one bit.
That was sad though, because I could see him as Freddy.
But
a little
he
bit.
didn't have the charm.
Oh.
You know, because Freddy had that charm. Well, no, you
was
wouldn't
a
know.
dick
Mark,
when he had
But he had
charm.
I
that
wouldn't know
charm
at all.
too. He had that charm,
Yeah.
and like he's killing people, but you're laughing at him, and you feel bad.
You're
about
laughing
it.
while he's killing people.
Kind of have that Chucky thing to him.
I was thinking like Deadpool.
No, like no.
that-
Freddy literally juiced a person in their own bed, and he's like, he made some joke about juicing
About a
things.
juicing
Like, no, it's
joke.
like just like juicing tomatoes
He put it-
while a person is getting juiced through their bed. It's funny.
He put it
It's
real-
funny, but it's like what?
Like there used to be this old show that came on called Primetime Television.
Uh,
And like, there's this lady girl watching it. She fell asleep, which you should never do in one of these movies. And he like came out of the TV, grabbed her, and said, "Fuck the prime time, bitch," and put her head in the TV.
Fucking zapped her
Jesus.
to death.
Yeah, he does pretty gnarly things, but like,
I mean, even in what was it, Freddy vs. Jason, how they dealt with him,
oh,
how every single kid that ever came in contact with him were forcefully blinded and put in comas.
man, we went way off to Freddy, man. That's a dark subject. That's a subject for
All right,
another.
but,
back into this. Now what else?
Other than the Watchmen thing,
Yeah.
well, we didn't talk about the Red Dead Redemption thing. How it's
Oh
being
yeah, how
delayed.
as soon as they announced it was getting delayed, nothing. We heard there was going to be a trailer. Nothing.
They put out a couple couple pictures and whatnot.
I mean, they put out like a little like graphic trailer. You know how they say, I'm a graphic trailer where it shows off the engine of
Yeah.
the game. That's really about it. I haven't seen anything else of it. That really just pisses me off. But they delayed it. It's Rockstar, man. Like, what could they possibly go wrong? They never had a bad game.
Yep, I won that question.
You gotta bring that up.
I got to. But let's
That's
talk.
Deshaun, man. He rubs every win in our faces.
But let's talk about important news.
Bitch.
Incredibles 2. They're finally making a sequel.
Where is my super suit again?
I guess they had to get Samuel L. Jackson to come back. Apparently, the movie's gonna take place directly after the first movie.
if he does not say,
It's like literally like a day after the first movie.
if he
So
did-
Syndrome just was defeated.
Yes, Just was defeated.
are they focusing on
I
the
am
mole man?
Syndrome.
Huh?
They're focusing on the mole people now.
I don't know. Apparently they had a teaser trailer at today because today is D23. D23 is basically Disney's version of Comic Con.
Oh shit! Yeah, they're doing the Battlefront 2 stream. They're gonna show off more shit for the game.
Oh yeah, because Star Wars. So
Yeah.
yeah, Disney has Star Wars stuff.
I'm
They're
excited
showing
about
a
that.
bunch of stuff. They're showing a bunch of things on
Battlefront 2,
Battlefront,
the movies.
not the movies, and Marvel and everything, but
Yeah.
also Pixar because Pixar is owned by Disney. So they
I
showed
always forget that.
So they showed a teaser for Incredibles 2, and apparently Jack, his powers are apparently OP as shit. You kind of knew it when you watched the movie when you saw him change,
Enjoy that little monster.
and then he turned to like steel that one time. Like, you couldn't understand what he was doing, but apparently, man, like the teaser was just Jack doing all kinds of crazy shit.
I
So-
mean, that
I
movie's a
kind of
perfect-
figured his powers were basically like he's basically Darwin. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was like a Darwinist kind of power. He didn't survive anything.
I don't know. You just kind of reminded me of a Hellboy there for a second.
Well, when he turns to that demon.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
was like, the fuck is that?
It could have been a Hellboy reference.
Coulda. But yeah, like I was excited for that.
We're also making a Hellboy show. Didn't you?
Yeah,
did you say that?
Netflix is picking up a Hellboy.
That's
show.
awesome.
Dude,
Well,
they're hitting
an
everybody.
animation show that, like, I've heard they're gonna do it. Also, we've already talked about The
Hellboy
Witcher.
is
They're doing The
awesome.
Witcher. They're doing The Witcher. So,
but anyway, by the way, guys, me and Deshaun watched the Hellboy Ron Perlman 2004 a few
Yeah.
days ago. Man, that show that movie did not age well, did it?
it did.
It didn't age well.
It's one
Still
of those,
good.
It's a movie that I remember being a lot better than what it was when I looked at it again, and I was like, it's still good, but Father Time was not nice.
Father
to
Time
this
was not
movie.
nice to Hellboy. God damn it, Father Time.
Yeah, Father Time was just like,
Hey, it's still up there as a classic. At least that's the thing. And that Ron
It's still
Perlman
classic.
always will be Hellboy in my opinion. He's just always been Hellboy to me. And that like even on the animated movies, he's voiced almost all of the animated
well, that's what he
movies.
does. We could do
He's
voice
a
acting
fucking great
work.
voice actor.
Speaking of voice acting work, my uncle met the guy who voiced Piccolo and
Chris
Zolo. Yeah, he
Chris
met him.
Sabbath.
Yeah, he met him. He met him. I can't remember where he said he met him.
Oh,
he was
shit.
out somewhere and he said, "I knew him." He's like, "I heard his voice," and I was like he's like, "I know this guy," and like he was like, "Yeah." I was
Sean,
like,
that's the voice of Vegeta.
I know.
And Zorro, right?
Wait, does he voice Zoro? Who voices
He
Zoro?
voices Zorro, Piccolo, Vegeta,
Yeah.
Armstrong, Elfman.
He voices a lot.
Yeah.
When you get into voice acting work in anime, man, it just
He also
get
voices
work.
All Might.
No, I don't know why they use the same people over and over again. You figure you want to mix it up.
Well,
a
I
bit.
guess dubbed voice actors, I guess they don't get as much attention as the Japanese people, even though I'm not gonna get into that whole can of worms, but
Well, what do you mean?
I hate Japanese voice
Because of the
actors.
emotion?
No, they sound stupid. They just sound dumb. Especially when I see
you
this
gotta
full-grown
to
man
someone's
scream like a
ears
girl.
Who's not used to hearing that, and then you hear that voice, and it's
It's
just
just like
that can like.
I say get used to it.
it just sounds stupid. It's like
It's 'cause you
this is
don't-
a full-grown man
I-
screaming like a girl. It's not
even-
like a girl
even-
screaming.
Their
Even
voices are much lower. I mean,
Even
higher
when
than
I
ours.
watch, like a normal like anime, you know what, man? You know how people don't want to get used to it. We freaking dub like anime, like movies from other countries and put voices in it to bring it over here. Like, I mean, I don't mind listening to a sub version of something. Just they always get like these. Sometimes they get women, and I can.
To do men.
I
That
can
was
hear
like-
it immediately. I'm like, no, you're a woman. Stop. I know you're a woman. Don't try to trick me. I already know.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't like Japanese voice actors, especially when there's a full-grown man acting like.
But
a girl,
sometimes
screaming like a
it just
girl.
doesn't. But sometimes even dub is.
Some of
pretty
them
bad.
probably are girls.
Some dubs aren't even that great to me though. Like the One Piece. But like I said, my one friend already told me once that maybe I'm listening to the wrong One Piece dub.
How many
So,
English One Piece dubs are there?
two?
Too.
Apparently there's another one. So
Well, you know what? Because I mean, there's the 4Kids one. There's the Funimation one.
Because I remember the old one, way back in the day.
That's
That-
4Kids. The
yeah,
one
that's
that's terrible.
Kids. So
I don't know.
So
Geigo.
I remember that way back in the day, back when we were kids.
So maybe-
Don't give it up,
so
little
maybe
friend.
I need to listen to.
Don't give it up.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta listen to another.
I don't know.
one.
I mean, watch we do, and we still hate it.
I didn't hate One Piece.
I
I
don't
just
like it.
didn't think it aged very well to me.
I mean, the story. I mean, if you ask anybody who reads it, the story hasn't dulled down.
What story? You mean the endless story that's never gonna stop? The story that never ends.
I mean, that's what they're going for. They're going for 1,000 chapters, and then they're going to start bringing it to an end.
Dear God.
1,000
Dear
chapters.
God.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're going for it. They're going for the record.
I want your fist.
No,
I want it so I can hit my head.
You hit yourself.
Like,
There you go.
let me check what One Piece is at right now.
I don't care. It's go. I don't care. Who cares?
I'm curious now.
But let's get off that
No.
that train.
No.
That train's at leaving the station.
Stop being a little bitch.
Fuck One Piece.
One Piece is, I gave
Ugh.
up on that show. I've given up on a couple of shows that I used to like. I stopped watching Rurouni Kitchen after the first season.
So far,
That's because it
okay.
because
So
it neutered what's his
okay,
face.
so far-
Kitchen.
One Piece is up to 872 chapters.
How many of those chapters are meaningful?
In a manga, there's no filler. So that means it's all pretty much meaningful.
So
Doubtful.
that's if so. Wait, 800 and that's non-filler. So Jesus Christ, man!
That's all
Like
canon material.
You might be overdoing it a little bit there. I mean,
that's like
that's Star Wars level of shit. And not only one guy ain't making all the Star Wars stuff anymore. So
Star Wars kind of got neutered after the extended universe was gone, but whatever.
yeah, they kind
You're just sad because your planet-busting Sith ain't there.
No, yeah, I am.
Well,
upset.
I keep hearing like whether.
Well, I thought that was Old Republic, and I was like, Old Republic's still
well,
good.
I will tell you this: it said that.
Old
but
Republic canon's still
half
there.
the sources told me no, half the other sources told me yes. So I don't know which it is. He might be. I don't know.
Well, that's Star Wars for you. We don't know what's canon, not canon, and they even use things that aren't canon in the show. So it's like,
I mean, if people still don't realize that Kylo and fucking Rey are basically a vague copy of the twins in the extended universe.
They really are, and like I said, like me and you have disagreed on the whole Kylo thing about me like about the whole. I think Kylo lost a bit of his mystique once he took the mask off.
he lost a lot after he took that helmet off. That was
he
like,
really
whoa.
was derailing for me personally, and maybe not anyone else. Obviously, he's got 91.
That's like having Britney
obviously the movie
Spears as
made
your drill instructor.
obviously the movie made $1 billion and it's got like 89%
It's the
on
highest-
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's the highest-selling movie of all time.
Is it?
It is. It beat out Avatar.
I don't think so.
It did.
Look it up.
Where do you think I knew it from?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because Avatar had that whole 3D thing going, and they made all that money.
It was that was the most expensive movie ever made.
and then like
It
had
was a
like
great ass movie too.
and like barely went down. Speaking of barely went down, Wonder Woman.
Oh God.
92%.
Why? Why did you bring?
Not there fighting.
Whoa, whoa! We're on a podcast. Show some class.
No. No class.
No
No
class.
class ever. I will murder you, Deshaun, because you brought up Wonder Woman. I will
Good job,
murder
man.
you.
You incriminated yourself, dumbass.
I know. Thanks. Well, now we know. They know where to go to now. When I
You
eventually
shot yourself in the foot. Shot yourself in the foot.
It was worth it.
But yeah, like right now, Deadpool just recently made more money than Deadpool, and Ryan Reynolds in his Deadpool costume went on Twitter and was like, "Yeah, I'm a Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'm a Wonder Woman."
Well, one thing we could really say about Wonder Woman is the fact that one thing that I think this pisses you and I off about equally is about
Okay,
how
worldwide Avatar. Sorry to interrupt, but worldwide Avatar is the number one.
I told you.
But domestic Star
Uh,
Wars is number one.
That doesn't matter.
how Avatar. I mean, I get it, Avatar made a lot of money, but it was just like that
Dude,
movie
look,
wasn't like
it's the most. I've already said Avatar is the most overrated movie of all time.
it really is.
Still
It's
like it.
special effects, dude. It is special
Good-
effects.
good special effects.
Fantastic special effects. Worth going to see. But as a movie, when you look at that shit on your TV at
That
home,
movie
it's
is
just
not
like,
original
whatever.
at all.
Are you
It's like-
gonna watch a
okay.
sequel?
No, probably
I'm-
not. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
God,
well,
that-
I don't
well,
know.
no,
I
because
doubt it.
apparently,
That no showed up
No.
so much on the audio.
no,
Oh, it did.
no, because apparently,
Well, good.
apparently, God damn it, who made that?
The guy who made Aliens.
He made Aliens and Terminator 2.
James Cameron.
James Cameron. Apparently, James Cameron is waiting for technology to be ridiculous so he can do it again.
Are you
so
serious?
Yes, that's why he's waited so long. He's waiting for technology to be he's waiting for technology
Yeah,
to
good
evolve.
luck. Keep waiting,
so,
man.
So he can do some crazy shit. He wants people to be able to watch 3D without glasses.
Finally.
So that's a thing he's trying to do.
I've heard of that, but I was like, that's gonna be a hard.
So he's working on that. 3D with no glasses.
3D is a whole other.
That, and he's
category,
working
so
on doing
later.
some. He's working on doing some other crap where like it's gonna be this big deal, you know. And I'm like, so basically, what you're gonna do is the same thing you did in the first one, which is a lackluster story, which is an okay story with a huge special effect. See, he's the opposite of Michael Bay, who just blows shit up. James Cameron, you know what? I can't really say that because he made Aliens and Terminator 2, so I can't really talk crap
James
about
Cameron's
James Cameron.
a good ass director.
He's a hell of a director, but that movie
He's
is not as
he's
best.
like no, he's the reverse Michael Bay. He makes good movies, but the way he makes them, it's so like hypnotizing.
Avatar.
The way it is.
Avatar's his worst movie. Out of like his big ones, out of his big ones.
I don't know.
Out of his big ones, would you
You've
watch
never seen
Terminator?
any of the
Would you watch
Aliens, so-
Terminator 2? Well, you probably wouldn't watch Aliens, but even though Aliens is really an action horror, so it's like action with.
Well, no,
mixed horror.
Aliens. Well, actually, no, he did not.
Alien.
Actually, no, he didn't,
He didn't
direct
direct
Alien.
Who directed
Aliens. It was some other guy.
Oh no, it's the dude who made Blade Runner. Remember?
That guy?
Yeah, he
Did
made
Alien.
Alien. Remember that's
Alien.
why they're in the
That's
same
right.
universe?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I know his name because he helped make Covenant too. I can't remember his name.
didn't-
Ridley Scott. There.
Ridley Scott.
Oh, Ridley Scott used to be.
Well, actually, I mean, like Ridley Scott wrote Aliens. James Cameron directed it.
Yeah,
but,
James Cameron.
Ridley
directed.
Scott hasn't he? He directed a lot of sci-fi.
Yeah, he's directed a
movies.
lot.
written
of
a lot,
stuff.
too.
Yeah, he's helping out with the new Blade Runner. You know, helping look at the script for the new Blade Runner coming
It's
out.
just one of those things. Well, I will agree with you that like Avatar is not his best work. When it like
It made a lot of money. I mean, to be
it
fair,
did made a lot of money. I mean, good for him, but it was just like special effects were awesome. I'll give him props. Good job, man. But as a story, it was that's the story that's been told 1,000 times.
I didn't know Ridley Scott made Black Hawk Down. Shit.
yeah, he made Black. He made a lot of movies.
He made
Man.
a lot of
He's
movies.
been around for a while. You know, like it was kind of.
That's actually one of the reasons why a lot of people hated Covenant was because he was way too involved in it.
basically he did a
George Lucas.
Lucas. He
I
got
heard that.
too-
See, that's we didn't know this. That's why I looked it up. And it
Basically,
was
he
like,
did a Lucas. He was like,
Lucas.
well, Covenant was just
it wasn't a bad
Oh,
movie.
it wasn't bad, but it
He
was
ma-
like
he made one
ugh.
of my favorite childhood movies, Cats and Dogs.
Wow. That's weird. That's like when I told Seth that George Miller, the maker of the Mad Max
Made Happy
series,
Feet.
made Happy Feet and Babe in the City. Yeah. And
I like that one with the spy
I
dogs
was like,
and the spy
this
cats.
dude made such a hardcore,
Word.
manly movie.
3 of them,
Made
4 of
Happy
them.
Feet and Babe in the City. It's like,
Made 4 hardcore
I guess he has a
movies.
softer
Happy
side.
Feet is a classic.
Happy Feet, I enjoyed Happy
I like
Feet.
Happy
first.
Feet.
I enjoyed it. You know, I
That
still like
beginning
it.
was
everyone-
sad though.
everyone-
all the dead eggs.
everyone-
that beginning was just sad.
Everyone at school was clapping their feet.
That beginning though, with all those
And
dead
now- and now
eggs.
instead,
all those,
everyone's clapping their
oh
ass.
man, that was just ugh. But
No, I'm wrong.
Hey, man, I still remember those old days. And
well, what we were talking about before we went off.
Well, we were talking about Wonder Woman.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wonder Woman being on my top overrated list now.
That's now above Avatar. Well, maybe just under it.
No, it's above it.
It's above it. You
Because
think?
you know what? Something now, big time reviewers that I know all agree. They're like, I liked Avatar. Is it as great as, the money? Probably not. But, like, it's kind of one of those things, like, everyone, like, I know you disagree, Mark, but all the big guys are like, yeah, it's good, but it's not fucking, what it is.
What movie?
Avatar.
I mean,
Like, but
opinions.
it's okay. But Wonder Woman? I know we've gone on a rant about this before. Got a lot of views, by the way.
I know, and you never let it die.
Because they keep
It's
bringing it up.
everywhere. It's
Because
everywhere.
they keep bringing it up. Like, I literally forget
Where
about
do you
it.
keep seeing this?
It's all on the internet. What do you mean?
You're always on the internet. How do you not see Wonder Woman?
Ryan Reynolds himself in a full Deadpool costume was talking about it.
I didn't see anything that. I'm just saying, like y'all seem like you're looking for it.
Well, you
No.
haven't seen the movie yet either, so
That's another
obviously
thing, too.
You don't have a stake in the fight because you haven't seen it.
I don't feel like I should have to fight. I mean, if it's a movie that's just not good.
Well, not a
then
fight.
not
It's just you
good.
don't have a stake in the argument because of that.
But
If you
anyway,
had seen it and you saw it.
this
and
is
you
one of
got
those
reviews on
things. What pisses me off about the movie is that how many critics I respected just started sucking the cock of Wonder Woman. It was like, holy shit! Like,
She's a what now?
it.
anyway,
Wouldn't be surprised.
It's just one of those things. It's like,
It's
why?
called overgrown clitoris, you monster.
Whoa! Gotta get that looked at.
Anyway, but point being is that, like I said, nostalgia critic Chris Stuckman. Chris Stuckman. My bad.
Chris, suck him in.
Hey, you might as well be
Might
after
as well,
that.
it might as well be after that.
You just.
Well, because
got
like
off
this is
saying-
he's the most honest reviewer
Wonder
I've ever met.
Wonder
I've
Woman's
never
big
once
Chris
heard him like. I never once
It all
heard
came
him.
together, okay? He says
Whatever. Let's get off that. I've never once seen him go through a movie dishonestly before, ever. He's always critical about every movie he watches, but he's also fair about every movie he watches. Gives every movie a chance. All of a sudden, Wonder Woman comes out, and the only thing he sees wrong with the movie is the villains. And even then, he's like, "Oh, they're just Marvel villains, serviceable Marvel villains." That's literally his only complaint I heard him. Like, they're basically like Ant-Man level villain. I was like,
Crazy thing is, those same reviewers went out like when Spider-Man came out and destroyed it.
they tried to.
They tried to.
I haven't seen Chris Suckman's review of Spider-Man. I haven't seen it.
Tried to. He ended up giving it like a B- or something. But I was just like,
Okay, now it was worth more than a B-.
and I'm just like, wait, you get Wonder Woman
What,
like
an A minus?
like an
Yeah, A minus. You get an A minus.
I'm like, this one's better than Wonder Woman at least.
And then again, they're probably gonna tell us Marvel fanboys.
That's what they do, man. You can't really say
But it's
anything.
just weird because, like,
DC
these
fanboys
people didn't like DC before. Now all of a sudden they do?
The
Like,
trend.
Yeah.
nah, they just... I don't know why they just decided to jump ship, or, like, they decided to just
Dude,
jump on the...
I saw this
oh.
shit coming
That was
along.
underdog.
Dude, I saw this shit coming a mile away. Marvel is become what they didn't want. What they basically, the shoe has turned, and now Marvel's like the evil empire, and everyone's just like, boo! We're rooting for the low
Yeah,
end.
man.
I mean, granted, like I said, if DC manages to make a real comeback, I'd be like, great, you started from the bottom and you worked your way up, fantastic. But it's just like,
Top and bottom.
it's just
But we
like,
need-
but with Wonder Woman, it's not the start. Like I said, Wonder Woman isn't the start. It is.
It is the start.
Apparently, it is.
It's about to make $1 billion. It's not too long for now.
Oh, later. Oh, after this.
But every DC movie has made a bill.
Do you guys know Steve Crowley?
No.
He's a guy on YouTube. I'll have to show you his rant on Wonder Woman is hilarious.
Anyway, but we'll see that later. But God, why did you bring up Wonder Woman, you bastard?
You will not like every time it comes. You are the first person to bring it up.
I do it to Avatar too. I do it to Avatar too. You know why? No one ever brings up Avatar anymore, so I never bring it up. People are bringing it up, so I'll bring it up. I do it. Like I said, Avatar was the only other movie outside.
Hey guys,
Force
let's make a movie about a character that people only like because she was the first woman character.
Look to me.
Which she wasn't really because there.
She was the first female superhero.
Technically.
in comics, but in terms of movies, no, not at all.
Oh yeah, well, movies, duh. But like, let's take her.
My phone keeps going off randomly.
Well, let's take her, put her in a movie where we give her good development, but then she kills off the villain who she should be able to kill.
And they just
No, here's the thing. Here's a real thing for Wonder Woman. Let's give them a strong female character who's literally an ex-Israeli Special Forces member, and you know what? They still don't like her because guess what? She sold a fucking protein bar.
what?
Gal Gadot is just
No, literally,
what the fuck ever.
she did. She was helping to advertise a Think Thin protein bar. Feminists lost their shit.
She's a model. She's skinny as shit.
What are you talking about? She's a model. She's not.
I know.
Why are these people?
She's not like that one character we saw when we went to
They said
Second
it-
and Faith.
They said it was fat shaming.
No, Faith, the comic, is
I
fat
was
shaming.
like, I'm sorry.
I guess that fat shaming.
She's skinny as shit. That's
No,
why I
maybe-
couldn't. That's
well,
why you and I can't buy her
I
as
won't admit
Amazonian.
that.
It was like,
well, you've seen her, so do you really buy her picking up a tank and throwing it? You saw her in BVS.
I mean, in BBS, like,
well, she kept the same frame in Wonder Woman. She didn't
Though
bulk up
everyone
that
kept
much.
telling me, oh, she put on so much muscle. I was like, where?
Where are you seeing the muscle? Maybe her thighs, but that's about it.
I mean, I'll give her this. It's like,
Beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, Gal Gadot's beautiful.
I mean,
She's
yeah,
a
don't get me
beautiful
wrong.
girl.
She's a very beautiful woman, but at the same time, I'm like,
As an Amazonian?
now she could be. No, don't get me wrong. The character could be a bit thicker, but I think she does fit the base of like what we need.
She looks the part up here.
Everything else. No.
Because like I remember some guy I was listening to made a joke. He was like, "How is Wonder Woman the skinniest girl on her own island of Amazon?"
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Every other Amazonian was thick. It was like,
How is she the skinniest person on the
Thick
entire
with
island?
2 C's.
That was so funny to me. How's she the skinniest person on the whole island? Like,
How everyone else thick, but you.
and that, there are a lot of other problems with that movie, guys. That was like I said, her finding
I mean, she's beautiful.
the giggling schoolgirls after threw the gas in
I'm
there.
telling you, Mark, I just so want you just to see that particular scene because it was just like the. That's one of those moments where you stop.
The
and go,
fuck?
Did you
Huh?
watch? Did you watch Tyrone's review of it?
Oh yeah, when he got on, when they start, I saw that because they actually did come out there. He was like, "Whoa, whoa!" I said the movie was Okay, damn.
Did you hear him like say like how like he's the one thing that annoyed him was there was a couple that was homosexual that was there.
Oh.
And he said they were. He said,
Where was that?
No, he's talking.
Oh, in the movie. Okay, never mind.
and he was like the problem was not that they're gay. It was that the way they were reacting. It was like they're like
People's reaction when you go to the theater can mess you up. Could you imagine that though, sitting next to these people just freaking out? Like it should be like.
I was like, okay.
I was like, what the hell? Like that's a weird reaction.
It was
Some
weird
people
because,
were
like, well, the only reaction I got out of the movie, like, the big reaction I got was Ares killing Zeus.
Oh, that one.
Get the fuck out of here! I literally said it in the theater with kids and adults alike around me.
Speaking
Get
of
the
real
fuck out of
action,
here.
I remember in Batman vs Superman. I think I told you guys about this when I saw it for the first time. When remember at the beginning when Bruce is driving the car into the smoke, and he's like, he calls that guy in the building. He's like, "All right, everyone, get out." I laughed out loud because in my mind I was like, "Wait a minute! It took you this long to realize." Everyone, maybe we should leave the building. All these buildings are being discredited. Were you waiting for a phone call from Bruce Wayne?
We're Bruce Wayne to tell you to leave.
I don't want to leave. Damn, do you need a pat on the hat? I mean, you need a fucking hall pass too? Like, were you waiting for him to call you?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my
it really
God.
did. I was like, it was ridiculous. That Jimmy Olsen, you told me died like.
Oh yeah, they killed Jimmy Olsen. He was at the beginning of the whole movie, and they just killed him. And they didn't even say. You know something? Jesse Eisenberg was supposed to play Jimmy Olsen.
Was it?
Yeah,
But he got Lex.
but he got
Lex fucking Luthor, and I'm like, he would have been a great Riddler.
It will be this.
You know, they're still trying to get Mel Gibson to direct Suicide Squad 2.
Mel Gibson.
I think he could do a
Yes.
lot better with it, but let's not beat a dead horse.
I wanted to tell you that just to tell you that he said, "Screw this, I'm not doing it."
Good for you, Mel. Good for
He saw
fucking
the
you.
script and was like,
Fuck this shit.
"Nah, no,
Well,
you can't afford me."
You can't afford. God damn.
Hey, dude, Mel is that damn good of a writer. He really.
It's funny. He might be kind of racist, but he's a great writer.
He's a great writer, great director. I mean, well, shit. Like,
Everyone says that. Sometimes you got to separate the man from the creation.
pretty much
The man might be,
kind of a dick.
but the creation he makes.
But he's a racist.
Yeah, whatever.
I was so surprised.
H.P. Lovecraft was a boiling
They
racist.
had a Lethal Weapon. You seen Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
They had a Lethal Weapon reunion with him and Danny Glover, his partner, and I was
Oh,
just
wow.
like, man, I know Danny was just like, so, that's how you really felt the whole time we were on set together.
No.
I
Yes.
was like, well, goddamn.
I mean, I don't think Mel's that big of a
No,
dick.
he's not that bad.
I'm
I
about-
don't think
I'm
so.
sure-
I've heard stories though.
Yeah.
He's pretty gnarly.
I mean, he can't. No, I've heard stuff. I mean, I've heard that he can be, but is he all the time? No.
Like he's a little prejudiced.
He's a little bit. He's got a little bit of weird,
Against who?
unsaint black people. in general.
Yeah, he's got this thing, but
Awkward.
you know what? He's made good work.
He's made good work, and I
You
don't
know
care.
what movie he
Fuck
directed that you love to death?
Braveheart,
Nope. Yeah, he made that too.
Patriot.
Nope.
He made that too.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
He
Fucking
made that
best war
movie,
movie
yeah.
I've seen
He does
so
make-
far.
I'll give him that. He does they make some good shit.
He can make great movies. So
He can make great films.
honestly, I was kind of excited a little bit for him to come on for Suicide Squad. I was like, you know what? Maybe he might bring some integrity to this. You
he
know,
might actually make
He
it
might
good.
be like, screw you, screw this. I'm making
He
this.
saw that script. and said,
But you know what? He heard two things. One, no creative control, and two,
shitty script.
That's not
shitty script. He was like, nope.
He should have done what Matt Reeves did. Guy who made Planet of the Apes and whatnot. He came in. He's doing the Batman movie, and he threw away all the scripts. He had it in his contract like, this is gonna be my script. It's gonna be this. This is mine. This is mine. And he threw.
I don't
he
think
got-
that was an
he
option
got
for
rid-
Mel, though.
He got rid of all the
Starting over.
script and everything.
Starting over, man.
And apparently,
But why'd they shit on Ben Affleck?
Well, because Ben Affleck kind of quit. Because he was supposed to direct and write and star in it.
I had faith he could do it.
But
too.
yet but yet they bring in that guy and he threw away everything. They were like, oh, okay.
Because they said that apparently Ben Affleck's script was awful. Like, they were just like, no. Like,
But
no.
he's not. He's actually a good director.
No, his
Like-
last movie he made, Live by Night, apparently was some garbage.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it was awful, and that's what he you know what, he did the same thing. He starred, directed, and writ it, and everyone was like, ooh,
Too much Ben.
yeah, maybe we should just star. So they brought in Matt Reeves. I mean, Matt Reeves doing great work right now, anyways, and he said he's making this more of a detective story. It's gonna be more of a
Finally.
And I remember everyone in unison was like, "Finally, Batman, a detective? No way! Don't remember that."
Batman Noir.
Like that's not what he was before, but before he was just wiping motherfuckers off the planet.
yeah.
Still, some people agree with that though. I
tell you-
still hear it from time to time.
I tell
People
you
are like, Batman Kills is awesome. That's not who he is.
I don't get the whole Batman killing thing. I just don't.
That's not who he
It was
is.
supposed to be Flashpoint.
He's so above it. You know
He's
what I
so
mean?
above
I
it.
know. I'm saying like it was like
He's
it's
such a
like-
badass.
Like
You
I
know?
know. I'm saying it's literally just a call to Flashpoint.
I
It's
guess
what-
so. I guess they're
I
trying
guess
to call
so.
to his father. Flashpoint where his father is.
That's
Batman.
basically what it was meant to be.
But it's just funny because it's just like the one reason why Batman doesn't kill is he's a badass because it's just like he says it's too easy.
But I mean,
He
you gotta
likes it being hard. He likes it the
You gotta
challenge.
admit, seeing him kill is pretty cool though.
Not really.
Not really. It's
a
not
lot
who he
cool-
is.
It's a lot cooler to see him take people down because he has to, because he does it. It's like cool.
Well,
That's why he has all the
it's
gadgets.
It's cool for it's awesome to see him
That's why
fight.
he has all the gadgets.
Awesome to see him
There's
fight.
no point in
But-
having
But
gadgets.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I see Batman use a gun, I'm like, it's not supposed to be this way, but it's kind of interesting.
If I want to see Batman with a gun, I'll watch the Red Hood. Okay. If I want
Right.
to see Batman with a gun, I'll just watch the Red Hood.
He still loses to Punisher though.
Well, that's for a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
But whatever.
It'd be an interesting one. But anyways,
Punisher.
yeah.
Back on track to what we
Punisher
wanted to
too
talk
is a
We're
about.
talking about the DCEU. Any of you guys excited for the Batgirl movie?
No.
Is that actually a thing now?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a
The
thing.
guy who directed the Avengers.
Oh,
Is directing-
Oh, Joss Whedon.
He also, you know what? He also created
God of the
Buffy the
Nerds.
Vampire Slayer. He created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Firefly. Yeah, Firefly.
Before it got canceled.
Yeah, before it got canceled, a
Still
couple other
badass
stuff.
show. Bring the show back.
Joss Whedon, God of the Nerds.
That's why I got
the
him.
nerds.
And apparently he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make a Batgirl movie. Like, why do I want to see Batman light, man? Why do I want to see Diet Batman? And then everybody is
Why
gonna
you give
kill
me?
me.
Why you give me White Knight when I need a Dark Knight?
It's like, why are you gonna give me Femabat?
I'm like, her father's Jim Gordon, so I'm gonna be like, well, Jim, why didn't you call Batman?
He's busy.
Oh,
And that Batgirl is
Yeah,
always
she's-
like, I mean, yeah, she's smart as shit. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I mean, that's all really she is. I mean,
she can fight. She can fight.
She can fight, but compared to Batman, what does she got besides her smarts?
Like, and they're making a Nightwing movie too, which I'm like, why are you making? Like, what is with these?
What's the
Batman-
sidekick?
What's
That's
with
the
this
thing. Now, see, sidekicks, I really don't give a shit about sidekicks very often, but when they start doing this shit, I'm like, come on, like, no one wants to see Sidekicks the movie. Nobody does.
Apparently so.
Now, a Red Hood movie, that'd be interesting, because that'd be a whole different story to go off
I
to.
think Red Hood should have been the villain in the Batman movie, because I think they could do that interesting contrast of I failed you,
Or no, Jason's like, you failed
yeah,
me.
you failed me, and
I needed help, and you weren't
Have
there.
you ever seen the Red Hood animated movie? It's a really good movie.
That is awesome.
Or you just play the Arkham Knight.
Well, it's not a good story. Not on the actual Red Hood, because he's not the Red Hood till the end of the movie.
It's a
But
good ass game though.
I think it is a good game. Though people bitch and complain about the Batmobile, don't get that. But whatever.
Well, I'm
Whatever.
sorry if you wanted the Batmobile and they gave you the fucking Batmobile.
Too much Batmobile.
Too much Batmobile. I didn't want it that much.
Man, there was a weird. I did see this one comment where I was like, wait, but you can shoot people with the bat cannon? Like, you can shoot guys with it
It's
and knock them out? I was
But
like,
it was like
non-lethal
but it's like,
round.
yeah, it was like, wasn't it like a?
But it
a
takes out
rubber
drone
bullet?
tanks.
Like a rubber. No, he doesn't shoot people with that. He shoots people with the thing that comes off the top.
no, but you can shoot people with that gun.
I guess he just changes it.
I don't know. No, you can shoot. I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, you can shoot
I
people
know
with
that
that.
freaking car's basically a big ass taser though.
I don't know, but like, I don't think you can bring down a drone tank
Not only
with,
that, but it's the
with like
mini-
rubber ammunition. I don't think it
Not-
works
not
that
only
way.
that,
I
minigun.
still think he changes it.
But
Like, it's pretty big.
rubber ammunition does still hit pretty fucking hard.
I don't think
Like
it's big
against
enough.
steel?
I don't think
it
it's
doesn't
big
really do that much
I
against steel.
got no clue. It's been a while since I played the game. I'm gonna have to play it again.
Whatever.
To
What if
look
it's
at
out of
it,
a
but-
minigun?
That also, I wish there was like a DLC where have like the Batmobile from like Arkham Asylum. Remember that Batmobile?
Oh, that was
It's like the quick Batmobile. It's like it's not armed, but it's quick. It's like so that's how you can get places quicker.
But I guess you kind of have to have the armed one since it's tanks roaming the street.
Drone tanks roaming the streets, and the Red Hood. I'm sorry, Arkham Knight.
I knew it was the Red Hood.
I knew it was the Red Hood too from a mile
I did.
away. I was like, wow.
I
When
didn't know.
we took off his helmet, I was
Well, you know what, Mark? I didn't know for a while, but then I started to piece together some
like,
of
the
the
bat,
things
dude,
he
you know
was
what gave
saying.
it away for me? To eat the bat ears. I
Well,
was like,
It was just some of the things he was saying. I was just like, you know what?
why
you
would
sound-
any other villain for Batman use the ears? No other Batman villain's ever done that.
Well, you
before.
already you see the other two Robins, and I'm like, well, he
Well,
doesn't mention
we were all
Jason.
thinking we were all thinking this could be a new character of some
No,
kind.
because he doesn't mention Jason.
He
I'm
doesn't
like,
mention Jason.
He doesn't mention Jason, and when he didn't mention Jason at all, I was like, it clicked him out. Like, oh, that because he is Jason. Okay, because that's why he never mentioned him, or even he didn't see a suit or anything. He knew him so well. I was like, oh, okay, he's Jason. Cool.
Yeah. Hey, at least Dick and Tim are there.
I know. They don't like each other, but you know that the Robins ever do. At least they didn't put Damien in there.
No, Damien's definitely not in there. Oh yeah, how do you explain that to video game audience? Yeah, I raped you for for this kid.
Oh yeah, like in
Sorry,
the
what?
son of the Batman.
Talia raped Batman,
Oh yeah, that's how she got
So-
pregnant.
Yeah, she basically roofied him.
which is rape.
Yeah.
Wait, Ruby Colada.
Because I love how she was just like all on him. She's like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." And he's like, "Yeah, it wasn't that bad." And then he
I
sees
mean,
a
I didn't
kid,
want
like,
it.
Then he sees a kid and he's like, "Maybe it was that bad."
He does love his son though.
Not kinda. It's
He
weird.
loves his son. His son's just so damn bloodthirsty.
He is. He's a bloodthirsty.
Then again,
little
if you grew up with
Ra's
Ra's
al Ghul, I was like, yeah.
bastard. He is a bloodthirsty little bastard. I'll say.
It's kind of why I hated it. How in the Green Arrow TV show, how Talia was a lesbian for no reason. I was like, what? That just kind of drove. I have nothing against gays. I don't. But it's just like when you just literally throw away what made a character, I was kind of like, huh?
Yeah, this is gonna be the DC portion of the show. But yeah, like that was so weird. And then, have you seen Arrow and Flash?
By the way,
either show?
Flash season 4. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna get a season 4. You
No,
know,
it already has one. They're already making it.
Dude, of course it gets one. Like those shows are so weird.
weird.
What happened to Flash, man? Season 1 and 2 were great. Season 3 was like,
Oh, by the way, you finally came around to watching Jessica Jones, didn't you?
yeah.
You liked it.
I've been already watched
I know,
that.
but I remember you saying you didn't
That's
care
Luke
for
Cage. Luke Cage.
No, I thought it was
didn't
Jessica
care.
Jones.
No, it was Luke Cage you didn't care
it was
for.
Jessica Jones you didn't care for.
No, I watch all Jessica Jones.
'Cause
I like
never heard
Jessica
you talk
Jones.
about it.
No, Luke Cage you didn't care for. Jessica
Okay,
Jones I watched all the way through.
Jessica Jones, okay. Jessica Jones, yeah, like, well,
Is
that
that
got...
gonna be season 2?
Yeah, oh, duh. It's already making... They're right now, they're working on both Jessica Jones season 2. Actually, they're working on everything. Daredevil season 2,
Yes.
Luke Cage, and a couple other shows.
Yeah, it was Luke Cage I didn't care for. I did try to watch it. I just didn't really care. I was like, I really don't
understand.
care about Luke Cage that much.
I understand, Seth.
I mean, I tried to give it an attempt, but I was like, ugh.
I understand.
Call me
I
racist, I'm gonna
understand
punch
your
you.
rights.
I understand. What do you say? I didn't say
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I would
I'm
never-
fucking with you.
I would never, yes, accuse you of being anything other than very nice man.
Well, me and my brother Cletus, you know, we from
Cletus.
the good old South.
Bulletproof black man scared you. Okay, let's do it. I mean, this one comedian, this black comedian was like, man, he's like, I love Luke Cage. Damn, you know he's realistic. He's a bulletproof black man. They still threw his ass in jail.
Whatever.
They
Bulletproof,
do that every week.
bulletproof black man. Sometimes that's in jail.
Well,
he's
it's one of those.
way more than bulletproof though. Like that man could take a plane crash and just be like,
What happened?
well, gotta go buy a new suit.
Well, can't take a shotgun to the face.
Nope, knocked his ass right out. Well, point blank range.
True, that's true.
But yeah,
Imagine,
like-
no, well, if that was a slug to the face, point blank, I think that would have maybe penetrated.
Oh, no, nothing penetrated.
Penetrated
Like,
deep.
nothing other than being dipped in acid.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. No, I saw the clip. No, I know how I saw that clip was because Game Theory or like Film Theory did a thing where it was like, how do you truly kill Luke Cage? And they figured it out in a real world science way to figure out how to kill
You
him.
can drown him.
But point being,
I mean, you can drown him. I mean,
but point being is that, and then no, they should have seen where he's getting dipped in acid. I was like, oh, and he's just like, he's like struggling, and they're like, he's like, oh, man,
speaking of
barely.
which,
Oh,
The
your
Defenders.
noises sound twice as funny as his. If you sit there going, I'd be laughing the whole time.
he may as well have been. But yeah, speaking of which, The Defenders. You know, that's coming out next month. And then, like, I mean, like, I am excited for this. It's gonna be an 8-episode thing.
I've never heard of this till now.
Are you serious?
Never this Defenders till now.
What?
It's literally the comment. It's why the shows have been coming out.
What?
Wow.
I guess it. Oop.
It's because it's Marvel. It's okay.
Fuck you.
It's because it's Marvel, but it's okay. Anyways, it's happening. Next month's Defenders, the combination of everything. They got Sigourney Weaver coming on as the main villain of the whole thing.
Who's she playing as?
She's the villain. She's a brand new villain that they created. Like, she's...
Oh, so she's not a Marvel character?
No. I thought she was. There was a bunch of, like, when they cast her, everyone was like, who's she playing? Who's she playing?
Blah, 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 blah.
We got Sigourney Weaver. Oh, my God. Ripley. Ah!
Queen of sci-fi.
Queen
Well,
of
she
Sci-
used to be.
Well, she's been in sci-fi a long time, but everyone's thinking there's a good chance she
Thinking?
might be playing the avatar of Mephisto,
Mephisto?
aka
The
the
devil.
devil. Great, he's Marvel's devil. So
Yeah.
there's a split chance he might be.
Oh, you mean the one that Doom fucked with to get his mom back?
Oh, you mean the one
That one?
Doom sold his soul to help him?
Is
And
that,
look,
isn't that the one though? Isn't that one that Wolverine beat?
who, Mephisto?
No, that was
I
Angel.
swore he fought him. Did he beat him?
Oh well.
You can't beat Mephisto.
He got his soul back from him, but that was about it.
He's like, okay, here's it. Leave me alone.
No,
That's
you
about it.
can't
never-
beat
didn't-
Mephisto.
well, you can. You just can't do it in his realm. On Earth, he's weak as hell, dude.
Really?
He's a bitch in hell. He's a bitch on Earth. Like, he's okay. Like you can't kill him, but he's just whatever on Earth. I mean, did you see the movie Ghost Rider?
I thought that wasn't very
No,
accurate.
that was accurate. He's not really worth damn on Earth. In hell, though, he's untouchable damn near. But on Earth, he's just, hey, Mephisto.
Can't do shit. I thought it was only on hollow ground and can't do anything.
No, he gets weaker and weaker the longer he's on Earth. Yep, he's okay. He's kind of like, well, no, Dormammu tries to get fully over.
It's weird because DC's Satan doesn't get weaker on Earth, but whatever.
Okay, you know what? Let's get to the last thing that we're going to talk about, which is Seth. You know what? This is a very relevant topic because it's coming back soon. Game of Thrones. Now,
Why are we bringing this crap
neither
up?
one of us, I don't think, have you watched Game of Thrones, Mark?
My brother does. I've been meaning to. I've not gotten around to it yet.
You know, I just
You might
took-
like it. There's a lot of titties in there.
I just said,
There's a lot of sex in that show.
Oh yeah, but
I
I
told
know,
my-
but unfortunately there's a decent amount of incest in it as well, so that
Yes.
kind of deters me from it.
I thought that'd be a fetish.
I thought you'd be like, that's cool. Reminds me of something I seen in Japan. Anyways.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
All right. So
Just
I'm
also
not
back to
a.
the
All right. I'm
audience.
just gonna come out and say. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I am not the biggest Game of Thrones fan. I'm just
Dun,
not.
dun, dun.
I mean, it's a good. It's not a bad show. It really isn't. It's just like. It's
Seth,
just. What the fuck, Martin? Come on, calm your jets. Like
I
shit.
mean, hey, let the man do what he wants.
See, you know what, though? You know what, too? Martin talked crap about Lord of the Rings.
But even
before.
though that's literally
He
where
was
every
like, no,
other.
he was like, well, Lord of the Rings didn't have the balls that I have.
It did it way before you were
It's
even
like,
a
Lord of the
thought.
Rings, like, you know what would have been more realistic if such and such had died. That would have been
That's
realistic.
literally that's his go-to thing to
Yeah.
make it interesting, and it's kind of a. I wouldn't want to say it's a cop. Well, no. At first it was cool. At first the idea of it was cool, but now it's just.
You know what? I haven't really got. I
hate it now.
haven't really watched anything, but it might be a Breaking
You know what?
Bad
You know
thing
what
for
it
me.
is. You know what's comparable to? It's like the Manslayer from like Ronan Kenshin. You know how at first it was cool, right? But then when they got rid of it, it was bad.
You mean
It's
Sean
kind of.
Bean died again?
Manslayer,
Yeah,
Dragon
stop
Slayer.
killing Sean Bean.
Stop killing Sean Bean. He's a cool fuck. He's an
And then
awesome
we watched.
actor.
And I thought that was so funny. Then we watched The Martian, and he didn't die. in
He
the
didn't
end,
die. His
but
career died. His career went down the toilet.
I was like, damn, man, they just kill this-
He
they
didn't
just
die,
find
but
new
I
ways to
guarantee
kill.
his career died.
No, no, man, remember the scene where the director NASA was like, "I want your resignation on my desk." I'm like,
They find another way. They didn't literally kill him, but he might as well be dead.
yeah, it was just. But I don't know. I'm not like I said. It's not a bad show. It really isn't. It's just George R. R. Martin uses that whole kill off the characters too much, and it's just gotten to be too much. Like, dude, calm the fuck down.
like,
like,
I'm
why
not-
don't you actually develop your character instead of keeping Peter Dinklage around? Like, come
Peter
on.
Dinklage is like one of the only characters who's been there from the end to the beginning. Even though this show's done great for Peter Dinklage, he's a great actor.
No, he is a great
You know,
fucking
he's a
actor.
great
He
actor.
is.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. Anyway, but it's just like I drink and I know things. You
Basically, that's his whole character.
know what's funny? It's my film theory. Again, I'm going out that film theory did a thing that he should be dead because of the amount of alcohol he drinks.
He's a small guy. I don't know if
No, he should be dead for the amount of alcohol he drinks on a regular basis. He should be dead.
I know a lot of guys like that.
It's just
that
like,
small. Literally this small.
Not that
hey,
small.
okay.
Hey, he doesn't care. He's got a sense of humor.
He does. He's
Peter
awesome.
Dinklage.
You know what?
Oh
And
my god. Did you guys see Peter Dinklage on a scooter?
oh god.
That line just sounds like it
It's
would
the
be
funniest
hilarious.
shit.
No, but
we'll look at it afterwards.
I saw this one video of a fucking midget on a scooter who had like a cowboy hat, but it was like a cheese hat, had holes in it, looked like cheese. It looked like a cheese hat. And he was a little midget on a scooter riding in Las Vegas, and the freaking cop stopped him. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "I'm gonna go get some bitches." A freaking cheesehead with the. It was so funny.
What the?
It's the funniest
What's with the
shit.
dread face? What's with the perfect midget dread?
Mark, you gotta put that image on there.
Someone made an E.T.
Nah, E.T.'s not as funny as that one, but
Dude, there's so
you
many.
gotta put that in the thumbnail.
You gotta put
No,
that image of
this is
Peter
my favorite-
Dinklage.
This is by far my favorite one.
It's pretty funny, but he's got a dread face. Speaking of which, where's his sequel, bitches?
Not getting one.
Oh, that does.
Might get an animated series though.
Carl Urban's got to voice him. Yeah. Carl Urban's got to voice him, though. He's got to voice him. If he doesn't voice Dredd, I'm going to murder you.
Is Dredd coming?
I'm sorry, someone. No, they're coming out of the animated series, apparently.
Yeah, they might go. I think that's the future.
By the way, Castlevania is getting a lot of good things about it.
Get the sequel.
It got booted, like, immediately.
That's funny. The day
It was
we watched it,
over.
the day of, I was like, "Oh, Castlevania!" Bloop,
Good
bloop.
God, your voice went up on that audio. Holy shit!
It's not as bad. No, it's not peaking, though.
It was your laugh.
It's not peaking, though.
Well, you're like 2 inches away from it.
Well, that's where you have to be with this damn mic. You have to be pretty close to it.
That is not true.
You have to be that close.
You don't have to be that close to it.
Oh God.
But yeah, like, but hey, man, if you don't like Game of Thrones, then
It's not,
you don't
like I said,
Positive
it's not a bad show. It's just, George, stop killing your characters, man.
Well,
Like,
you only got one more season to deal with it because it's about to end. So
really? Oh
yeah,
boy.
it's-
Has winter finally come?
Yes, winter has finally come. I remember that meme that just keep going.
Is winter finally here yet?
Winter is coming.
Spoilers are coming.
Spoilers are coming.
Oh, what?
But yeah, and well, today I heard about the whole Infinity War thing, and I think that's gonna be gnarly. But I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to spoil anything, just in case they actually do release this.
Yeah, Infinity War apparently got a teaser recently, but it's not released to the public yet. But
Marvel's
Deshaun,
been doing that lately. Marvel's been doing a lot. They do a lot more than DC do, because DC, the moment they have a trailer,
They throw it out there?
It's out.
It's
But,
gone.
Marvel, they've been like, you gonna wait for it. You gonna wait. And everybody's like, what? And like all I saw on the internet today was, why Marvel are assholes? Why wouldn't they just release it? Because it's an exclusive.
Oh shit! I just remember one of my favorite Peter Dinklage roles.
what?
The small dude from Elf.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
He was an elf.
he was an elf.
He was an angry elf.
Yeah, he was the dick, wasn't he? He was like the really dickish elf, wasn't
He
he?
must be a South Pole elf.
Oh shit!
Oh no! If you lost us, we lost you too.
Goodbye, so long, farewell.
All right,
saying
well,
goodbye.
All right, let's wrap this up. Anything else anyone wants to talk
I don't
about?
know. I mean, like I said, Game of Thrones. It's not bad. Don't get my words wrong. It's not bad. It's
Mark,
just I don't like
It's
it.
got
Mark,
Peter Dinklage on a suit.
Tagline: Seth says Game of Thrones sucks.
No,
Clickbait.
Put that in there.
Clickbait.
fuck you guys. Get
That's hate-
fucked, both
that's
of you.
hate bait.
Put
Hate
that in
bait.
there.
God, dude, don't fucking do you think Wonder Woman got a lot of dislikes? Oh, put that as the tagline.
Oh my God! Is that? I didn't know he had a daughter.
What? He's got a kid? Aww.
Dude, she's like half his size.
well, she's a toddler.
I know, but she's already half his size.
Oh, that's cute.
It must kind of be kind of weird though when you
It's
keep looking at
cute,
your
but-
dad.
Especially when his daughter's gonna be full grown and
Yeah,
like
she-
16,
she
so
keeps
it's
looking,
like
she's just like, oh, that's cool. Me and Dad can.
Well, that's why. It's because
Dad, why are you getting shorter?
Well, that's why. It's because Peter's wife's normal size.
All those, I don't want to stereotype, short people, but like a lot of those short
My
guys
brother-
love taller, like lower, normal sized women. You never really see like small action going.
or usually, but I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Except that
everyone's
one that one guy I saw that that kind of tried to shit on Castlevania.
Oh, did someone actually do that?
Someone tried to.
I haven't seen that.
there's a couple.
It's on Netflix, dude. You can
was-
look it up whenever. I mean, it's right there.
You would be surprised.
You'd be
Kind of-
surprised. Yeah, he was like, oh well, the pace. Yeah, he tried to nitpick it bad, but then like,
Jesus.
You do it,
dude, stop with the weird shit. Really.
I'm showing them so many weird shits.
So
Yeah, Mark's losing his mind over there.
yeah, Mark's losing mind about Peter Dinklage, but
Because they're hilarious. Look at it with Dinklage memes. They're awesome.
so I can't really think of anything else.
Like I said, nothing's really happening right now, other than like I said, there's a couple things.
Has it been an hour?
Probably.
Say perfect podcast
Probably
length.
been more than a goddamn hour, but
I don't know.
Doesn't feel like it. What does it say
I don't see it. Where's
on the time on the top?
Oh, hold up. Hour and 3 minutes.
I was right.
Well, perfect hour. All right. Well, can't think of anything else.
No, nothing else. Like I said, I don't want to go into the Infinity War stuff because the
Not
film
yet.
might release it.
Not yet.
They had some stuff on Wreck-It Ralph, but like I enjoyed the first Wreck-It Ralph.
I love the first record.
I loved it, and they're making a sequel.
My gamer nostalgia
And they're
came
making
out.
a sequel. They're making a sequel, and it's gonna be him going through the internet, so it's gonna be even bigger now. And
Isn't Mario gonna be a big part of it now?
Mario's gonna be in it. Sonic's gonna be in it.
Finally.
it's gonna be even
Because
bigger.
Bowser was in the first one. Villains Anonymous. Remember that?
Yeah. It's gonna
My
be
name's Ralph. Hi, Ralph.
Like the beginning of this podcast. Hi. Sir.
Oh, I've been an addict for 3 years now. Okay, let's stop.
Seth isn't really an addict. He is just faking this, just in case.
You are fake news.
Seth is fake news. Also, Seth hates Game of Thrones. Goodbye, everybody.
I'm not leaving it on that.
I will.
Nope. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on.
Comic Game Movie Show.
And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of us in the future. And we shall see you
On that next one.
Seth hates Game of Thrones.
Goodbye. Stop it.